After the beautiful comeback that Leonidas was able to display by using his war hammer attack to destroy Apollo, making him crashing down on the floor on his knees, all bloody, as all the gods are in awe shocked to see that the sun god Apollo has been on the ground, on his knees, laying there. As the rest of humanity is all twerking it up because of the fact that Leonidas was able to get the upper hand, as every one of the humanity sides are admiring the ability and how powerful the Spartan king is, especially the Valkyries are all happy that their sister is able to actually assist Leonidas with this powerful attack. So then we focus on to the battle as both Leonidas and the Valkyrie are both smiling as they are able to put the sun god on his knees. As the Valkyrie says that, how do you like this, you narcissist god? But then Lee Apollo starts to get up, and as he's getting up, he says this: is this match over already? No, the sun doesn't burn out yet. As he lifts himself up, and we see the face of the scars that he have received, as his messed up face has shown. The beauty of Apollo has been scarred, literally, because his face is all messed up and bloody, and all of the gods there are stunned that their lover boy, sun god Apollo's face is all messed up. Even what Apollo said is, what a sight. The God who boasts about the biggest of the beauty in the heavens is now showing off. Appearance is so broken that I can't even look at it. And everyone is just amazed and stunned as they just can't continue on watching. Apollo's girls just cannot continue on watching that their pretty boy God is getting up to continue on with this fight. So Leonidas, he tells Apollo, don't stand in front of Spartans and go back to sleep unless you want to be exposed and have an embarrassing defeat. As Apollo, he gets up and he says, humiliating is an other way around. As Apollo says, excuse me, you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't you? The current me whose soul is burning just to defeat you. As Apollo, he stands up and he's getting ready to charge up, as Leonidas is just confused on what's going on. And then suddenly we get the history and the backstory of Apollo, and we get to understand how he became who he is. But it was actually funny though, because during the whole conversation between Apollo and Leonidas, people are looking at Apollo like he's crazy, that he lost his mind, and that he's probably acting tough because of the fact of the damages that he have received during this battle. And they all know that Leonidas, he really does not like the gods at all. So, in the history of Record of Ragnarok about Apollo, Apollo was so many things: the god of music, the god of poetry, the god of philosophy, the god of medicine, the god of archery, the god of the sun, and that he really anointed, and that the divine power and will of Apollo would appoint to the foolish humans. But in actuality, it was not. And there they became with the true backstory. And it said in ancient where man and God were still close, and in the land there was a monster that was roaming around the city and causing a whole bunch of destruction. And there we see that the monster is literally destroying the city, causing a whole bunch of mishams and mayhem, defeating the armies, destroying property damage and all. And so, of course, one day Apollo has appeared and he decided to go on ahead and fight this monster. So Apollo, once he goes in front of the monster, he actually one-shotted the monster, and the monster was knocked out. And the monster vowed that he will come back to get his revenge because he will not be defeated again. But day by day and night by night, the monster comes back, and the end result is that Apollo continue on knocking him out by just doing one punch. And the monster vowed that he cannot lose, as he stated that he cannot lose to a god like Apollo. And Apollo is saying, why are you going so far? Like, bro, just give up. But the monster says that he can't. He was hated for no reason. Everywhere he goes, from heaven, earth, anywhere, everyone goes away from him. Everyone is throwing stones. Everyone is chasing him out of the area. And no matter what, the reason why they hate him is because he was born as a monster, because he looks like this. And in there, he stated to Apollo, he's just like, you will not understand. I don't care being all powerful gods who were born with everything from the start. I'm not going to lose to you. I can't lose. But Apollo says, how beautiful. You are beautiful. And the monster's just like, boy, don't be messing around with me. Like, I'm not an idiot or anything else. But Apollo says, you heard me. I'm not messing around. I'm being truthful. As Apollo, he goes on ahead and he says that the beauty is in who are you right now, and that you is the one who is fighting with your every soul. That is beauty. And then the monster says, what do you know about me? As Apollo says, I understand, because I was in the same way. Apollo was shining all powerful gods since the beginning. No, in the world of the Greek gods, Apollo was recognized by everyone as pretty much as a mediocre god. The god of philosophy, the god of poetry, the god of medicine, the god of archery, the god of so many things, is all that he acquired them all throughout the bloody hard work. And we see that Apollo, he worked his butt off to go on ahead and accomplish all of these things, because throughout the whole gods of like the Greeks, like Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, all of these gods, they were born given those powers, unlike Apollo, where he had to work hard to go on ahead and actually achieve it. And there we see that the monster, he's actually understanding Apollo, and he kind of sees where Apollo is coming from, because Apollo sees that the beauty is pretty much through hard work. So, with the encouraging words of Apollo, the monster, he decided to change his ways and actually help out the people. And with the blessing of Apollo, the monster was able to rebuild the temple and everything, and actually bring peace into the village. And there we get the understanding of Apollo. And there he tells to Leonidas that to become more beautiful than yesterday, even more beautiful than this very moment, I will burn my very soul. And there we see that Leonidas, he's not liking this at all, as he's saying that, oh, so you're trying to be cool at this state. However, I fucking love this. I am the one filled with a big ass amount of killing instinct. I'm a fucking murderer with all of my strength. But then Apollo, he's not even liking the language that Leonidas has spilled, as he says, the king of Spartan, with your foul mouth, I don't like it. But your previous attack that you had displayed against me was very beautiful. As it looks like Leonidas, he is stunned and shocked of what he is hearing from Apollo. As Apollo, he is just ready to go on ahead and continue on with this battle, because he knows that this battle is very important. And he says that you also seem to be someone who knows yourself and has a burning of your soul. And this is the case. This is the only one thing you need to do. Together, let's score our souls to our heart content. And the chapter ends as we see a smiling Apollo ready to go on ahead and continue on with the battle, as Leonidas is still looking dumbfounded by the compliment that Apollo was able to give him. But we see that Apollo, he's going to adjust himself. So the next chapter is going to be incredible, because we're going to see what these two are going to be able to do. It was very interesting to see the backstory of Apollo, to figure out that he was a mediocre god and that he is a person who cherished hard work. But it's kind of just very interesting to see how, Leonidas, how he views Apollo. So it's just kind of just something that is very interesting. So hopefully more into the chapter, we kind of get to see like what is going on, because it's just kind of just very strange how Apollo, he visualized, based on this backstory, that he visualized hard work. But then we see Leonidas, he doesn't really like Apollo because pretty much how the Greeks, how they were during the whole war with the Persians because of the rules of Apollo. So it's just something that is just very, very interesting. But we'll wait to see what's happening. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this latest chapter of Record of Ragnarok. And let me know down in the comment section, because honestly, I really do feel like Apollo, he is going to win this battle. If this battle ends up in a draw, I won't be surprised. One of these rounds, someone has to end in a draw. But other than that, I really do feel like if it doesn't end in a draw, Apollo's is pretty much most likely going to be the winner. But let me know down in the comment section. If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.